Hey guys, sometimes when I read Flash comics, I think this character is really heavy, but kind of. Flash is a character who always leans towards the good side of villains. He likes to be overly kind. He doesn't like to hurt anyone. He doesn't like to take things too seriously. Unlike Batman, who, if he sees you parking the car wrong, will. Or Superman, for example, who would easily throw you in jail. But Flash might let you go. It's normal if he finds your crime doesn't warrant putting you in jail, and this makes many people forget how dangerous he is. You're talking about someone who can hit you with a bunch of punches and leave your whole body broken, and you wouldn't even realize it. Someone who can travel through time, who can kill you when you're a baby, no matter how strong you are. And if you're not sure Flash is strong, come and I'll prove it to you. In an unknown location, a group of not-so-well-known villains are playing poker. Each one is suggesting to the others a place they can rob and take as their headquarters. One of them says, "Why don't we go to Gotham City? It's chaotic in that city. The only problem is that if Batman catches you, you'll be eating from a lollipop for 6 months because of what they'll do to you." The other replies, "No, not Gotham. What do you think of? Metropolis?" His friend answers, "You mean Superman City? My problem isn't with Superman. He'll send you to the prison you're really afraid of. What's happening in his city is literally the city that gets attacked the most by aliens, monsters, and giant creatures. You could be killed before you even get near them. Before Superman even catches you. And don't forget, even before Superman catches you, don't forget that Lex Luthor alone is enough to scare you away from the city." Another one interrupts them. "Hey, I'm telling you, look, Coast City is peaceful most of the time. Its heroes are in space. The city is deserted. We could easily conquer it. And besides, its heroes are more interested in fighting organized crime. They won't care about us. But even if they return from space and find us, I don't think they'll leave us alone in their city." Here, a villain interrupts them, saying, without interest, "What do you think of Central City? I think it's an easy city we could control, despite all the rumors circulating about it." Here, the other villains look at him in shock and repeat, "Are you crazy? You want to go to Flash City on your own 2 feet? If you were crazy, you wouldn't do that. Let us wake you up from the delusion you're in." Someone starts telling their story. Have you ever asked yourself why the most powerful villains in the world don't go near Central City? And the Joker. Because the Joker once, he wanted to try his luck with Flash, so he went there and detonated a smoke bomb. It contained enough poison to turn the entire city into madhouses. He thought it would be a picnic. He stood in front of the city, chanting, "Hello Central City, smiles on your faces." Before he could even finish his sentence and call out to Flash, he saw Flash launching off at full speed, climbing the building and spraying the Joker with gas like a tornado, directing him towards the ocean, far from his city. Before the Joker could even laugh or provoke Flash, he delivered a powerful blow that sent him flying into the sky and back to Gotham, never to return. The Joker King, a bald and evil man, was the king of the planet. After this incident, he learned that Central City was a red line and that no villain should go near it. Does anyone here have heard of a villain named Kidman King? His stupidity made him. He goes to the bank, the main one in Central City. As soon as he entered the corridor, he raised his weapons and ordered everyone to submit and opened the vault. Before he could even finish speaking, he found himself in the middle of the African desert. He doesn't know how he got there, but what we do know is that it took him a whole year to get back home, and since then, no one has heard from him. The villain interrupts. "By the way, you guys are exaggerating. It's impossible that this happened." One of the villains replies, "We're exaggerating. You're not just not as tough as Flash, you're not even tough enough for Flash's children. Do you know that? Flash has a son, I think, named Search. It's said that he's as strong as Superman. I heard that he once carried a giant monster, many times his size, and threw it across the ocean as if it were nothing. Never mind his son, do you know his daughter? Her name is Sandra Hart. Some people say that this girl will grow up to be faster than her father himself. She's a crazy girl. She grabbed a villain and hit him, and he only felt the impact of the blow. He didn't see her hitting him, and after that, she hit him, but he preferred to tickle him to make him laugh. And then there's the rest of his family. You have Old Flash, Kid Flash, and Flash. There are also a bunch of super fast people in Central City. If you even think about getting close to them, it's like entering a beehive. Do you think you can take their honey without getting stung?" One of the villains continues. "Does anyone know about the villain Mordro? He's a very powerful wizard from another world, with the ability to travel between dimensions and time. One day, his bad luck led him to Central City. He was out exploring when he saw a little girl eating a lollipop. Mordro took the lollipop from her and kept teasing and bothering her, sticking his tongue out at her. Who was there at that moment and saw what happened? Flash. Flash kept pointing at him and saying, 'You shouldn't have done that.' So he immediately uses his powers and travels to another dimension. He smiles and thinks he's safe, that he's defeated Flash. Suddenly, they look up and find Flash behind him. Somehow, he's found him, and Mordro is terrified. He goes to another dimension, but Flash is still right behind him. He travels to another time, to the age of dinosaurs, and Flash is still right behind him. He goes to the future, and Flash is still right behind him. He keeps traveling between dimensions until he decides to go to the end of the universe, the place where time and reality are created. There, he he's surprised to find Flash behind him, looking at his face. He smiles and extends his hand without a word, waiting for the lollipop he stole from the little girl. He gives him the lollipop and leaves. He loses his mind, and it's said that he's never the same again. After meeting Flash, we return to the villains, and here, the villain who doesn't believe them says, it's impossible that this really happened. What are Flash's enemies? And how are the villains still in the city? Most of them are as strong as Flash, so they can face him. And some of them are crazy enough that it drives them to do this. Another one continues, explaining what you don't want to understand. Someone like Batman will break your bones. Someone like Superman will throw you in jail. But Flash is different. Flash is different from them. A different Flash will use the worst punishment on you. He'll keep reminding you of the goodness inside you. He'll try to change your life and turn you from evil to good. The villain answers them, boasting that a bunch of bags of money are what's making me not believe you. I know you're playing a trick on me. The money I'm playing with now, I actually stole from the bank, the central bank in Central City, next to the Flash Museum. And nothing happened to me. All the villains here are startled and jump up from their chairs in a panic. They shout, "What did you do? Run quickly!" Run before he comes and covers up their confusion. They hear a knock on the door. They all look at each other in despair, and they say, "It's too late to run. He's here." They pat each other in despair, and the villain who can't believe it is smiling. "Guys, stop being scared. I ordered pizza a little while ago." And then the delivery guy arrives and opens the door. And then we're surprised to see Flash standing there smiling in front of the door, looking at them and saying, "Hey guys, can we chat for a bit?" And that's the end of the story, folks. This story doesn't just show you Flash's power, it helps you understand in simple terms why he's one of the strongest characters, without shocking you with other darker stories. It will show you the true power of Flash. Generally speaking, for me, Flash is one of my favorite characters, whether it's Billy Allen or Wally West. And now, my friend, and as always, don't forget to like the video, as liking it supports you if it's your first time on the channel. Activate the bell icon if you enjoyed the episode and like the content.